It's sealed, so I can't even get, I can see the documents, I can't pull it without calling the poor court clerk or JEA and begging them to get clarification for the new judge so they don't get hit in the face with all this stuff.
Muted. Okay, McDonald. Thank you for your wait. This is case D23. It's a sealed matter. We're here on the TPR case. We've got a confirmation of counsel, Valerie Fuji. Let's start with the petitioner's attorney's appearance first.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jack Fleeman, bar number 10584, on behalf of my client, who is also present via Blue Jeans.
Okay, you could lower the volume on this in the courtroom. Okay, for the respondent, Michael McDonald.
Val Fuji, bar number 5955. I'll be confirming as counsel on behalf of Michael McDonald. There he is. He is now present on Blue Jean as well.
Thank you. And you have Missy, your legal assistant?
I do, Missy, my legal assistant.
Okay.
I'm getting old, Judge. What can I say?
All right. So I'm in and out here like a flash because the permanent judge in Department C will be selected by the governor this week. I anticipate in about 2 weeks. I'm praying 2 weeks. I've been here for a long time. You will have your permanent judge. So what we do we'll set up a trial. Yeah,
we could set it for trial, but Judge, I don't know if you recall, we at your last minute order, court's indulgence, your last minute order, you asked us to, let me find it, your minutes from March 7th asked for the court to file proof of him being indigent, some pleadings regarding conflict of interest, which I think will be moot now based upon the court's representation, and also regarding the Oregon case filed. And my apologies to the court, although I was appointed last month. Mr. McDonald and I did not connect. We had the wrong email and phone number until this week. So I spoke to him for the very first time yesterday, and I was inundated with information. So what I was going to ask the court to do at this point, because there is, in response to the court's orders, there is a application for court-appointed counsel that the clients or parents are required to fill out in CPS and DFS cases to prove they're indigent, similar to the same form they fill out for the public defender's office. I want to give that to my client today, get him to sign that, file that. In addition, the court was concerned about some UCCJA issues, and I kind of agreed. So I looked at it this morning, Judge. I understand Mr. Fleeman will have some arguments because an answer was filed, but there's an argument under the factors under 125A, 0.325. That's the forum nonconvenience. So we're going to have to do an analysis of those factors. So I'll do a brief to that. He also had an issue regarding the change of venue. I think that's in RS 13.050. So I said to him yesterday, because we spoke for the first time, let me research this, let me get access. I'm going to ask to continue this 1 month and then set a trial at that date so we can really find out. He did, in fact, file, Your Honor, and I'll let Mr. Fleeman know. Call me after court if you have time, Mr. Fleeman. We will connect sometime today or tomorrow. He did file. He filed to adjudicate a judgment. I have the case number in Oregon. Keep in mind, though, Judge, he filed that regarding, and Mr. Fleeman, the custody case, not the TPR case, which is a completely different case number. So there's some apples and oranges there. I wanted to get clarification for the new judge so they don't get hit in the face with all this stuff. My last request, Judge, before this matter either gets continued or a trial is set, is that I get full access to the divorce case, which is D15. It's sealed, so I can't even get, I can see the documents, I can't pull it without calling the poor court clerk or JEA and begging them. So if we could put that in the minutes, that I can have access to that because that's really pertinent, then I'll be better prepared to argue what the court ordered at the last hearing.
Mr. Fleeman.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
what venue? Change of venue to what county?
So, Judge, I have a document. It is State of Oregon, County of Yamhill. Yamhill.
Oh, not.
And this is where Candace resides.
Yeah,
with the
that's
children.
jurisdiction, not
Yeah, that's
venue.
forum. That's not venue.
That's true. That's another issue that
Yeah,
he brought up yesterday, and I went, oh gosh, let me get the information from you first. Let me flush it out. And unfortunately, our first time speaking was yesterday, so I'll get up to speed.
Okay, there's
Yes.
there's a lot on the table here, but let me hear from Mr. Fleeman.
Sure, Your Honor. I mean, there's not much we can do if Ms. Fuji was only finally able to reach Mr. McDonald yesterday. I had some brief contacts with Ms. Fuji within the days following the last hearing. She had advised me that she had tried to reach out, couldn't contact her client. I did tell her at that point, though, that he was alleging a conflict. He needed to brief that issue. He was saying he was indigent. The court wanted information on that, and that we needed the Oregon information. My understanding is that the Oregon case was just filed within the last couple of days. Despite having a month to do it, it wasn't done. Our concern is that given the history of the divorce case and things that have happened, there's always delays, and it costs my client time and money. And so I'm happy to hear the court is willing, sounded like, to set a trial date, get this case going, because if it stalls out in Oregon, we're just going to be sitting here. At some point, there may need to be a UCCJEA. I don't know that we need to brief that now. I don't have enough information on the Oregon case. We would like to at least have copies of what's been filed. So I understand, and I told my client that there's going to be a new judge sitting in this department soon. There's a possibility, I don't know. I know this case is long and lengthy, has a long history, at least the divorce case. Judge could be, not able to take the case potentially, depending on who gets appointed. I don't know what the case may be, so that may extend it even farther. So I'm fine with having another hearing set out, Your Honor, having a trial date set, and we can just go from there.
Exactly. Okay. So what month? As a backup.
I was just going to ask for.
Yeah,
I was just going to ask 30 days for a continuation of the status, and then a regular scheduling order for a trial, because this is a case where I would probably request an expert for reunification therapy, and so I need a regular scheduling order.
Okay, so let me give you a preview. Clearly, TPR cases fall within the. Do they fall within the UCCJEA?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. So, Nevada has always had initial custody jurisdiction and continuing exclusive jurisdiction. This is going to be a forum inconvenience factor analysis. So, I think the attorneys could probably just get their briefs in whenever you can get your briefs in. I don't think I'll put a deadline, but it's coming down the road. You want to get it all briefed in. And the Oregon case, there is a case number filed now. I could certainly contact Oregon judge and schedule it immediately, sometimes as fast as a week, sometimes a couple weeks. I'm here for the next, probably this week and 2 more weeks after that, if the governor picks a name this week. And we'll schedule that UCCJEA conference. The one of the things I would say, though, if immediately on the UCCJEA, it might be either the 2 judges will just analyze the factors. I don't really see this thing going for an evidentiary hearing, but if you check the statute, is there a right to an evidentiary hearing on a forum convenience or inconvenience issue? I know there's a right to an evidentiary hearing on initial custody jurisdiction, but does it apply to forum inconvenience cases?
I don't think so. I think we could do it by motion, and I think that the court can make a determination, has wide discretion when it comes to that. When you analyze the factors,
Mr. Fleeman
under
doesn't
arrest.
want any delays, but if both attorneys will say, let's just let the judges.
My problem with that is we don't know the positions right now, and if there's disputed facts that require evidence, I don't want to say just do it by motion, because then the court's not going to know if there's disputed facts, credibility,
Well,
and other issues like that.
I could just tell you, like, let me give you an example. Well, there are factors under 125A.365, subsection 2, A through H, must, like when you do a best interest factor. And there will be arguments, but I doubt it, because one's like, if domestic violence has occurred and is likely to continue in the future, which state could best protect the parties and the child? Well, in that case, there can be a dispute about whether or not domestic violence occurred, but assuming it did, Oregon would be the state to best protect the children, because that's where they reside. So you can go through this, and it's like the distance. So
right, but there's a response to that, and that Nevada has the file here and knows what's happened in this case, and there's specific Nevada orders relating to specific therapists that were supposed to be used and psychologists that were supposed to be.
There's a lot of history here in Nevada as well, so.
Yeah, I gotta get that.
It could be.
I gotta get that stuff.
I'm on the fence on that one, so I don't know, but I'll schedule with the Oregon judge, because I do have a case number now.
Thank you.
Lawyers know that when I do schedule it, it is on the judge's schedule. So if you're available or you're not available, most of the time we'll give you as much advance notice. It could be a day, it could be 48 hours. Hey, we got this thing with the judge, and you could appear by Blue Jeans, and it's going to take place whether you lawyers are available or not. But we will give you as much advance notice that we're going to be on with the judge. Okay? So that I can do. The access to the D case, no problem. Luz will put that standard language in the minutes that because this is a sealed case, both attorneys will have access to the D case, unfettered access. Ms. Fuji will file the affidavit of indigency forthwith. And let's get a trial date as a backup. If the case stays in Nevada, Ms. Fuji will want a reunification type expert and reopen the D case, I suppose.
Well, it's a yes or no, so I don't think I will open that, but I would ask for at least 120 days for discovery.
Can you ask for a reunification expert in a TPR case?
Well, what happened in several of my cases is I asked for reunification therapy. The other side opposed it, and the expert then only determined whether or not reunification was feasible. It was a yes or no. Whether or not, after interviewing the children and interviewing the parents, if they believed reunification therapy was even feasible. Once I got past that threshold, then, there was a determination made.
Who normally is the experts on the list?
I use Hope Counseling, or I use Red Rock, because they have enough therapists for one person to interview the children, another person to interview the parents, each of the parents, and then one third party oversees what happens in that interview and makes a recommendation about whether or not it's feasible. In this case, the kids are a little older, but they're verbal, so it would be someone specialized in that type of. And so those two are the only two that are specialized and accept Medicare. I don't know enough about the parties' backgrounds and history and insurance, but I check with Mr. Fleeman.
How old are the children now?
I think 9 and 12.
Are they testifying? You need a special motion if you do. Okay. So you both are aware of that. April, May.
Yes, Your Honor.
We're early April. April, May, June. That's 90 days. You want trial in July? You want trial in August?
I'd like it in August, just because I know with the scheduling order,
All right.
and out of state.
Let me get on Odyssey and find out what dates we have August. And if the case stays here, one full day?
That'd be fine, Judge.
Yeah, sure.
We'll hold you to time limits. So, Mr. Fleeman's the petitioner. He's got the morning to present his case. Ms. Fuji's got the afternoon. And then exclusive of closings, you're looking at about 3 hours apiece. Mom and Dad are the main witnesses. You'll have a reunification expert testify. who's going to pay for the reunification expert? Obviously not mom and not the court.
I'm hoping the kids have insurance that will cover it. They pretty much, the reason why we utilize Hope or Red Rock,
Okay.
and I'm
Work
open
it
to
through-
other people,
Work
that
it
it's
through with
covered by
Mr.
insurance.
Fleeman if insurance will take.
Right, they're out of state, so I don't know if it will, but
Okay. And I can't guarantee the new judge will overhaul their calendar, but this is presiding Judge Burton's calendar. She does all-day trials on Fridays. Any Friday good with you, counsel, in August?
The first available is August 11th at 9 a.m.
does that work for you? Yeah, it works for me, Judge.
Okay.
It works for me.
Very good. You want 30-day status check? I'll just have,
I would like that, Judge, just so that puts an onus on me to get
is
the
30
stuff that
minutes
the court
sufficient?
ordered.
A 30-minute slot sufficient? Because we'll close it out.
Sure.
What do you have?
I have it. We can do May 9th at 9 a.m.
What day of the week?
That's a Tuesday.
And you're going to block out that 9?
Yeah. It's nothing set at 9, so do you want me
They'll be the
just-
only 9?
That'll be the only 9. I can close
You'll
it.
be the only hour, the 9 o'clock. If you need an hour, but hopefully not.
Terrific.
Okay. I usually don't hesitate to set other cases for that judge to focus on this case. It'll be a status check, but you might see me if I can get with the Oregon judge. It means you better hurry and get your briefings in on UCCJEA, like by the end of the week.
Yeah, I will get that. I will get that in, Judge. I already started this morning.
Okay.
Can we get a scheduling order for the trial date?
Thank you for reminding me. The JEA will do a TMO, trial management order. If we're going August 11th, August 1st, is that a weekday? Can they have her pretrial memos in? Or August 4th, a week before? What day of the week is? Well, August 11th is a Friday, so August 4th. By Friday, close of business, get your pretrial memos in. You want discovery to close 1 week prior to that, so it'll be 2 weeks before trial, which will be
2 weeks
July-
July 28th.
28th by close of business. Discovery closes. UCCJEA briefs are due by Friday, close of business this week. Or you want Monday? I don't think I can get with a
Well, I
judge
want
that
Monday. I want Monday.
fast. Monday.
Monday's fine.
Monday, close of business. So we'll make sure the soonest we can get Oregon judge, we'll try for Tuesday. We'll try for Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday. Give us a day to read the briefs. Yeah. So JEA somewhere around next Wednesday, which is April 12th.
April 12th. It's a Wednesday, yes. April 12th.
April 12th or thereafter, set UCCJEA. I'll still be here, so I'll probably be getting with the Oregon judge. That'll be a 1 hour setting. Not sure if the Oregon judge has that time of day, but I'm reserving an hour for this because I want the attorneys to argue it. If to get an Oregon attorney, I don't think she would need to. Mr. Fleeman can argue it, and then we'll have that judge on Blue Jeans or however they do it, Zoom. We'll figure it out. I need the name of the name of the court. It would help if you have the name of the court. Mr. McDonald might have that, or the name of the judge. I do have the case number. And it's Yamhill County. How do you
Yes,
spell
it's
that?
YAMHILL.
YAMHI. Yamhill County.
Yes.
And the judge's
And then-
name?
I'm looking for it right now. Mr. McDonald, if you have it.
No, we'll figure it out. As long as we have the case number, we'll figure it out. If you find it, put it in the chat. We're going to be here in Blue Jeans for a bit. But that's all for
I will
today,
do
counsel.
that. I'm looking right now. I see a document and I'm trying to open it.
Yeah.
It's from Oregon though, so I can't. He just sent me proof he filed it. I don't have the actual document. He just took a picture.
Is that correct? Just want to make sure I have that number.
Did you say, was that the case number you just read off,
Yeah.
Judge? I have case number.
Okay, Yamhill County. We'll locate the judge. And counsel will let you know as soon as possible when we schedule it with the judge, but it won't be any earlier than April 12th. Okay? Alright, the temporary JEA, Kimmy Jones, she's gonna schedule all that and send you guys a notice of hearing, notice of UCC JEA hearing. Make sure you're on the e-service list. Okay, and kind of get those minutes done right away because Miss Fuji she kind of needs access to the DKs. Maybe do
Okay.
a separate minute order from me, so then she could get a printout and then forward it to IT, and they'll turn the on button
For
for both counsel.
For both. Okay.
Yeah, I
I'll
don't know.
make
You
them
have
priority.
access, Mr. Fleeman? We'll make sure you get access to the DKs.
Yeah, I don't currently, but
Okay, list the two attorneys. They must have immediate access to the DKs, like today. Okay? All right. Thank you.
thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Fleeman, call me.